Say hi, Lucy. Oh my gosh. Lucy's a criminal too. Aren't you a criminal? Yes, I am. I'm a criminal, Mommy. I'm a bad girl. Oh my gosh. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? It makes my head explode. The stupidity. Oh my gosh. So Kate just sent me this. The Supreme Court ruled that being homeless is illegal. It's illegal. What are they going to do? And why is it illegal? Can somebody answer me this question? My head is about to explode. How do you make it illegal? It is so crazy. It's like, I hope you're angry. I'm angry. I hope you're furious, because I'm furious. I really am. It's like, but on top of that, I hope you understand. And I hope you have compassion, especially if you're not a houseless person or homeless person. I can't even, it doesn't register up here. How can you outlaw this? It's like almost everybody I know is now a criminal. They've criminalized being homeless. I don't get it. So, let me see if I got this right. Somehow, I'm supposed to be able to, with my traumatic brain injury, be able to make enough income so I can afford housing. I mean, I live with Mr. Louie, but I've spent 7 or 8 years living in my car. I lived in my Prius for a couple of years. I lived in my Volkswagen bus for a couple of years, my Toyota Senna. I had a full van conversion, Chevy van. I got to take a break. I got to take a breath. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what this country has come to. Me, I'm embarrassed. It's like, let me talk about the homeless people that I know, because it's like, I think some of it is they're trying to lump everybody into being a drug addict. You're either a drug addict or an alcoholic, and that's why you're homeless. And I know a lot of people that are drug addicts and alcoholics that are homeless. But that's like, oh man, that's like a small little part of the story. All right. So I don't know if you remember me. I talk about my friend Rick an awful lot. Now, he was homeless. He's a Vietnam veteran. In fact, I'm still looking for Rick. He went off the deep end again. But he was a Vietnam veteran, and him and his troop were in the jungle. Someone tripped a landmine, blew up half the platoon, and he's a 2-time Purple Heart winner. And what he did was he tried to save as many lives as he could. He, like the guy that his legs got blown off, and he just carried them to a safe zone. One guy lost an arm, and it's like he got as many people out of the jungle as he could. And, when he came home from the war, he turned to drinking. And he still drinks. The VA, they gave him a program for 2 years. You go through the program like I did, and, you stay clean, you get Section 8 housing, and, life is pretty sweet. But, he couldn't escape the nightmares. For years, he lived in his friend's bicycle shop, just helping him out, rebuild bicycles and everything, and drinking. And he had been sober for about 5 years, and then he went back on the bottle. It's like, how do you make someone like that normal? It's like, my friends are the monsters because they're drug addicts or alcoholics. And how about we stop sending people to war? That's what creates a lot of the challenges, when they come home, they get changed. And it's like, they're not the same people as when they left. The nightmares never ended for Rick. They never did. We'll get to where I'm at, the nightmares never ended for my roommate, Christine. She turned into a full-blown alcoholic too. She was, I believe, over in Iraq or Afghanistan, one of the two. And, she was a cook, but, they were transporting the kitchen from one area to another area, and the tank got blown up, and, I guess, that's a terrible thing. But and she turned to drinking. And when I met her over at the VA hospital, remember I did 2 years there at the vet place where they up in Long Beach. I can't recall it right now, but probably because my mind's all like this. But it's like we have a joke at the VA. What do you call somebody who's blown up once? A rookie. Because most people I know, they've been blown up 2 or 3 times. It's like it really is sad. And it's like, she's still out there on drinking and drugs, and it's sad. I know a lot of people personally that have seen stuff that they can't unsee. It changes who they are, and how you can criminalize them for what they turn into. It's just wrong. I had a girlfriend, Leilani, and that's when, it's so special, the relationship with Leilani that I have now, but different Leilani. And Leilani was in Afghanistan, I believe, and she came home, and I think she got discharged because she was a drug addict. And at the vet center, of course, these are huge places where they give you room and board and access to the VA hospital, so you can go through all the programs and everything. The housing there lasts for 2 years, and it is a long time. And I got to know Leilani, and we became really good friends. She was the mother of 4 adorable boys, but I guess she had seen too much, and she had relapsed, and she didn't make it. Like I said, that she OD'd, and that was one of the saddest days of my life. We thought she was going to make it, but society, I'm not saying all drug addicts and all alcoholics went through this path. I'm not. My path was totally different. I know a woman, it was domestic violence. I met her in a domestic violence shelter, the first shelter I was at, and her husband stabbed her. And, he got sent to prison. He got 3 years in prison. He got housing, food, medical, dental, got to education. She got, I think, 60 days in the shelter. And it takes 2 years for them to get you on Section 8 housing. So her and her 2 adorable little toddlers, they spent 2 years in the car. I guess that's illegal, living in your car, because he was the breadwinner. She was raising 2 kids. It's like, I know all these wonderful people. I know one of my friends has a bad back. She has to constantly move. She's totally not hireable. She's a criminal. And it's like, yeah. I hear from people, tell them to just pull themselves up by the bootstraps. They can't. They can't do that. There is no way they can do that. And I don't know what to say. All I know is the Supreme Court ruling making it illegal to live in a tent. If that's all you got, that's all you got. Homelessness shouldn't be a crime, shouldn't be illegal. I don't know what to do. If anybody knows what to do about it, please put it in the comments below. I'm just shocked. I really am. Yeah. And y'all know my story. The moral, what I'm trying to say is there are some people, I'm sorry, they're not fixable. They'll never cure my insomnia. Why? Y'all know I was sexually assaulted at knife point on a bed. So my body, as I go to sleep at night, as I lower myself down on the bed, it's like, and I'm straight up. My body remembers what happened to me. And, I remember the doctor telling me about my memory issues. He told me, I have good news for you and I have bad news. The good news is your memory will never get any better. But the bad news is, wait a minute, did I get that backwards? It won't get any worse. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. And it's like, I can go to college. It's free for me. But what good will it do? I can read something on Monday, and by Friday, it's like it's all gone. It erases like sand through a timer. So anyhow, like I said, I have no idea what the solution is, but I know this isn't it. I think it's cruel, it's just, I don't know. You guys got any ideas? Put it in the comments below. All right. Thank you. And I hope you're as outraged as I am. All right. See you down the road. Bye.